What's up, y'all? I'm out here at the range today. As you can see, supposed to be some pretty nice weather out here, so I figured it'd be a good day to test out some new tools I've got building up. And what I'm gonna bring you first is something I come across to take care of some of these fancy new smartphones. Energy drinks. And random toys left on the lawn. We're looking at the 44 Special Boomer. All right, y'all, now that I got some of that old sticky diabetes in a can cleaned off of everything, let's take a little quick look at this. So like I said, what we got here is the Charter Arms Boomer, a 44 Special double action only revolver. But not only that, but it is the epitome of a boomer gun. Now, when I'm saying boomer this, boomer that, nobody out there get their precious little feelings hurt. I'm practically a boomer myself, so all this is just fun cutting up and carrying on. But like I said, if you would think of a boomer gun, this is it. This is it all the way right here. You've got a 44 Special chambered double action only revolver with no spur back here, and this is the deal where you can't even kind of cheat it. It's double action only, sure enough. Double action only, 2-inch, no front sight whatsoever, and ported. So if you just say all that together, if that don't scream boomer, then I don't know what does. Now I know a lot of y'all's out there saying, what in the world are you gonna do with that thing? And you're exactly right. That was my first thought when I seen it in my local shop, but then after I got thinking about it, it's such an absolute meme that I could not leave it there. I just could not leave it there. Now, like I said, it's a Charter Arms revolver, so I don't know if y'all familiar with Charter Arms. They are USA made. Now, they are more of a budget revolver in my opinion. I'm pretty sure that's about everybody's opinion, but seems to be, here's some of their features on it, you know, plus P rated, 4-point lockup, so decent little build as far as, you know, just the framework of it. Now, a fit and finish leaves some to be desired for sure, ain't no doubt about it. You got your cylinder release back here, nothing fancy at all, just a basic cylinder release. Something pretty cool here though is you've also got the release rod up here, so it's a two-way release deal. I thought that was pretty neat. Again, completely double action only, nothing but double action. No spur back there, you can't cheat it, you can't do anything with it, and no front sight again. So you've got this gutter right here down the top that you can try to use, but this thing is going to be incredibly inaccurate. I can already tell you, just from doing those little shots right there and a couple little test ones I've done, it is, you have to aim super low, because you can't, you know, a lot of people think, well, it's not really a big deal if you've got that gutter, but it is a huge deal. You've got to consider that if you had a front sight, that blade's going to be sticking up here, so you're automatically going to be canting that barrel downward to get your sight picture. Well, if you cant this downward, you lose the front of that gutter, so you might get lucky and figure out kind of how much you need to pull it down, but good luck having any repeatability at any kind of distance. It's just not going to happen. But of course, this thing is not meant for any distance whatsoever. This is a definite up close and personal kind of thing. I mean, 3 yards, something like that, and you know, just far enough where you can outstretch arms and not have them be able to get it from you. You know, that distance at the most is what I would say is what this built for. I don't know if I mentioned, but it's a 5-round cylinder there. As far as the double action on it, I mean, it's not terrible. It's, you know, it's not great by any means. It's just kind of a standard double action there. Now, as far as kind of trying to preset it, you get a little click there. Ooh, I missed it there. So it's tricky. Right there, I think I'm set. Yeah, you can kind of catch it, but it's really tricky on this one compared to some other ones I've tried. So it is what it is, y'all. Like I say, I got this thing more of a novelty and just to have some fun with. So that's exactly what we're going to do out here with it today. As y'all can already see, it done a fine job on these fancy newfangled smartphones here. It even caught the projectile in there. So done a great job on that. Took out the ball that was left on the lawn with the entry and exit there. So what we're going to do here, like I said, just have some fun. I got a couple more bottles and stuff. As far as the ammo, I've got some of this 44 Special from Georgia Arms that I tested. It with some really good stuff in the gel. I've got some critical defense here, 165 grain stuff, and then I've got a couple different shot shells here. This one is number 9 shot, a 1/4 ounce of number 9, and this one is actually number 4 shot. They call it the big 4, so 110 grains of that. Should be some pretty interesting stuff to see what that does. Now I can already see the comments now about running shot with the ported barrel, but I've done it before. I'm not concerned about just a few rounds here and there at all. But that's enough talking about got this thing. Let me load it back up and let's see what it can do. All right, y'all, I got us down here at about 4.5 yards. I want to show y'all just where that point of impact is if you actually use this gutter to aim. The first cylinder I ran at the beginning of this was those 200 grain Georgia arms. So this one here, I'm going to use the critical defense. This is the 165 critical defense. So I got 5 of them loaded up here. I don't know, I'll run a couple here for sure and then we'll go from there. But I want to show y'all just how crazy high this thing is if you aim down the gutter. So I've got the front and rear edge of this gutter lined up right now. And I was aiming right for that center of that black circle. So honestly, I expected it to be a little higher than that. Let me do another one there. So that's actually not bad. Like I said, I'm even with that gutter and trying to hit the center of that circle. Now, granted, I'm only 4.5 yards. So the problem is once you get out to a distance, it's going to open up. But let me try one more here. See if I can quit pulling that left. I'd say that's probably me. Now, they're all kind of favoring left, but that's still probably me. So that one, I think, went a little bit higher. All of those, I'm pointing right at the center of that black circle as far as going down the gutter. Let's try one more here. I'm just curious now if they'll all stay about right there. So that's not bad. One more. So, I mean, decent group being what this is. Now, it's not a decent group as far as everything here at 4.5 yards, and not quite as high as I thought it was going to hit. So let me load a few more up and let's mess with it some more. All right, y'all, I got 5 more of these same critical defense, the 165s. I'm going to try a couple out there at that 25-yard target. I don't think I'm going to hit any at all, but I'm going to try 2 or 3 maybe, and then we'll dump the last 2 or whatever's left down here. Y'all see me, I was already thinking about going into single action, but there ain't none of that. So I'm gonna try to maybe stage it up a little bit if I can. I'm not sure where to hold here, but let's just give it a shot here. I'm gonna hold to the right. I hit high and left. I don't know where that went. I almost got that one. I had to hold to the right of the whole target and it still hit left of the dirt. Let me try one more here. I think I got 1 or 2 left. That was high. There we go. So I had to hold at the bottom right of that silhouette and it just barely clipped the top of that target out there. So I think it's established that this is an up close and personal kind of thing. Let's play with some of these little shot rounds here. I've got the number 9 and the number 4. The 9 is the blue one, number 4 is the red. So you got more smaller shot with the blue and less number but bigger with the red. So let's see what we do. We'll do the blue one first and then the red behind it. Now, sometimes you got to be careful about putting multiples of these little shot rounds because the recoil will work the cap forward and it'll keep your cylinder from turning. But we're going to see what happens. We're going to press our luck. So like I said, I got the number 9 first. We're gonna run them on these little grapefruits right here, see what kind of damage we can see from them. Well, let's see what we get here. Number 9 first. If I can even manage to put this thing where it needs to go, let's see. I got to kind of guesstimate, honestly. All right, that one did pretty good. Let's see if we can tell any difference from this one. I went too low. Let me grab one more. All right, got another one of them number 4s loaded up. This one might not be as good as it would have now. I've done kind of cracked it on the backside and let a little pressure out. Let's not compensate down so much this time. How about that? It still did a pretty good job. All right, y'all, I just wouldn't feel right without ending the video off with a boom. The problem is I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get the velocity out of this thing to set it off. I'm moved up here pretty close as I feel comfortable being. I've got actually this number 9 shot in here. So this stuff is saying 1,000 FPS. I don't have my chrono, so I can't test it, unfortunately. But on the site, it's saying 1,000 FPS. If it does hit that, it might set it off. But I figured a shot will probably give me a better chance. If not, I'll try a regular old 44 Special HP. So let's see what this shot does. Maybe we'll get lucky. If it does go off, it's probably gonna scare me, so y'all get to see me jump anyway. So I think I hit that pretty good. I don't believe that's gonna do it. Let me go get a HP. All right, I think I might have it this time, y'all. I definitely had it that time. All right, y'all, I think we're gonna call it right there for this crazy little Charter Arms 44 Special Boomer. This thing was pretty much exactly what I expected. Just a lot of fun, but really not that practical. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, I'm joking around and having fun with it out here, but this is absolutely a potent little package up close. I mean, don't lose sight that this is a 44 caliber here, 44 Special, so there's no doubt about it. Within close range, like I was down there on that steel silhouette, you are definitely carrying something that would get the job done if you needed to use it. Now, that being said, there's a lot of things about this that would make me never really want to carry it. The porting on this thing for a 44 Special, you're gonna have some pretty serious blasts going on. No sight on the front. Now, you know, I know they wanted to snag free, but you could put a little bead up there and it would make a world of difference. And I actually might have one of my buddies do that, put me a little brass bead so I can have some kind of point of reference. But I tell y'all who I think was the star of the show out here, and that was this little old TCL $20 smartphone here. I mean, that thing actually stopped this 44 Special, y'all. The projectiles in there stopped that 44 Special. Now, it popped the back off. I've got the battery over there, popped the back off, but I mean, it legit stopped this 44 Special at a very close range. But let me know what y'all think about this Charter Arms Boomer. Is this something that any of y'all out there have? Have you seen this before? You know, I'd seen it before, but never in person, and since one showed up, like I said before, I had to have it. But let me know down in the comments if any of y'all out there actually have this or have seen it. If you do have it, do you actually carry this, and what do you think about it? If you enjoyed the video, take a second if you would and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you got your notifications on so you don't miss any fun stuff like this when I upload it. Take a second if you would and check out those affiliate links in the video description. If you shop through Amazon, hit that storefront link up first. You'll go right through Amazon like normal after that. Doesn't cost you any extra money, and anything you buy anywhere on Amazon after that, I get a kickback from them towards the channel. Same deal with those axle links. If you're looking for some really nice ear pro, hit up those links down there and check out those GS Extreme Pros. You can save a lot of money going through them links instead of straight to their site. Like I always tell you, I appreciate all my Range Gang members and every single one of y'all out there for supporting the channel. This was a really fun one, and I've got a few more planned for out here today, so stay on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see y'all soon.